This is the story of The Last Notes, an elderly man suffering from Alzheimer's disease who still finds solace in music. Even though his memory is slipping away, he still remembers old songs from his youth. His son, a musician, uses this to his advantage and composes a song using his dad's favorite melodies. This song becomes a mega hit all over the world, and millions of people fall in love with it. It helps keep the memory of the elderly man alive, and it also raises awareness about Alzheimer's disease. Old Man Peterson always loved listening to music. He would often hum old tunes while working in his garden or tinkering around the house. His son Tom, who was a musician, used to joke that his dad had more melodies in his head than he could count. But as time went by, Old Man Peterson's humming became less frequent. He started forgetting lyrics, then entire songs. And when he was diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease, he stopped humming altogether. Tom understood that his father's condition was getting worse, and he knew that soon he wouldn't even remember him, so he decided to do something special for his dad. He sat down at the piano and tried to recreate some of the old melodies his dad used to hum. It wasn't easy, as they were only fragments of songs stuck in Old Man Peterson's memory. But after many attempts, Tom managed to put together a few chords and even some lyrics. He played the song for his dad, and the old man immediately recognized it. A big smile spread across his face, and he started singing along. Tom was so happy to see his dad so engaged and lively. He continued playing the song over and over again until Old Man Peterson got tired and went to bed. From that day on, Tom kept playing the song for his dad every night before he slept. He added more instruments and made it more complex, but he always based it on his dad's favorite melodies. The old man would always listen intently, tapping his foot to the rhythm and singing along whenever he could. One day, Tom decided to record the song and post it online. He didn't expect much, just a few views from family and friends. But to his surprise, the video went viral. Millions of people watched it and downloaded it. They were moved by the song's simple melody and meaningful lyrics, which told the story of a son's love for his ailing father. Tom was shocked by the song's success, but he was also happy that so many people connected with it. He started receiving messages from all over the world, thanking him for making such a beautiful song and sharing their own stories of loss and remembrance. As the song became more popular, Tom was able to use the money he earned from it to take better care of his dad. He hired nurses and bought him special equipment to help him with his daily activities. Old Man Peterson never knew how much his humming had touched people's hearts, but he was happy to see his son doing well because of it. Years passed, and Old Man Peterson's condition continued to deteriorate. He spent most of his days in a wheelchair and needed full-time care. But even when he couldn't speak or recognize anyone, he still hummed old songs. Tom would sit by his bedside and play the piano, and his dad would always respond with a smile and a gentle tap of his hand. One day, Old Man Peterson passed away peacefully in his sleep. Tom was devastated, but he knew that his dad was in a better place now. He held his dad's funeral and invited all the people who had been touched by his story. During the service, he played the song he had composed for him, and everyone sang along. It was a beautiful farewell to a wonderful man. After the funeral, Tom continued to promote the song and raise awareness about Alzheimer's disease. He gave interviews and participated in charity events, always sharing his dad's story and the importance of music in their bond. He also kept in touch with the fans who had supported him all these years, answering their messages and thanking them for their kindness. Now that Old Man Peterson was gone, Tom felt a new purpose in his music. He wanted to honor his dad's memory and help other families dealing with Alzheimer's disease. He started composing new songs inspired by his dad's spirit and the love and support he had received from his fans. These songs were different from his previous work, but they were just as beautiful and meaningful. And once again, his fans embraced them with open arms. One day, Tom was playing one of his new songs on the radio when he heard a familiar voice on the other end. It was an elderly woman who had contacted him years ago, thanking him for writing the last notes. She told him that her husband also suffered from Alzheimer's disease and that the song had helped her cope with his illness. But now her husband had passed away too, and she wanted to express her gratitude to Tom for giving her strength during a difficult time. Tom was moved by the woman's words. He realized that his music had touched countless lives and brought comfort to people all over the world. He thanked the woman for her support and told her that he was continuing his dad's legacy by helping others through his music. As the years went by, Tom's music career went from strength to strength. He won awards and performed for sold-out crowds. But he never forgot the roots of his success. Every time he played a show, he took a moment to honor his dad and the fans who had supported him since the beginning. One day, Tom was performing the last notes for a live audience when he noticed a group of elderly people in the crowd. They were Alzheimer's patients and their caregivers, and they were singing along to every word. Tom felt a lump in his throat and tears in his eyes, but he kept playing until the end. When the applause died down, he walked up to the group and introduced himself. The Alzheimer's patients were thrilled to meet the man behind the song that had become their favorite. They told him how much his music meant to them and how it helped them feel connected to the world around them. From that day on, Tom made it a point to visit care homes and hospitals, bringing music and joy to people with Alzheimer's disease. He also worked with charities to raise funds for research and support groups. Meanwhile, The Last Notes continued to be a hit all over the world. It was covered by countless artists and used in TV shows, movies, and commercials. But Tom was content with the original version. He never allowed anyone to change the lyrics or the melody because they were sacred to him. One day, Tom was going through his dad's belongings when he came across an old journal. It was filled with his dad's favorite songs and humming. As he flipped through the pages, he realized that many of the melodies in the journal were the same ones he had used in The Last Notes. It was like his dad had known all along that he would make a song from his humming and that he wanted it to be a hit. Overwhelmed with emotion, Tom hugged the journal close to his chest. He knew that his dad was watching over him, proud of the man he had become and the music he had created. From that day on, Tom's music career went from strength to strength. He won awards and performed for sold-out crowds. But he never forgot the roots of his success. Every time he played a show, he took a moment to honor his dad and the fans who had supported him since the beginning. And so the legacy of The Last Notes lived on, bringing joy and comfort to people all over the world while keeping the memory of Old Man Peterson alive.